Okay, we are back with Robin Darling, dietitian with CHI Memorial, and since it's October, we had to find a way to bring a little pumpkin to the table.
Exactly. Pumpkins everywhere, and the candles and our coffee everywhere else. But I thought I would bring about another way to work your pumpkin into breakfast other than a spice latte.
Way
you
to go.
don't get quite as many, you get a lot of calories, but not quite as many nutrients. Pumpkin is actually a superfood. It has a lot of beta carotene, antioxidants, vitamin C. It's great.
Okay.
Just like anything, you can eat too much of it. So sweet potatoes, pumpkins, you eat too much, and your palms will turn orange, and the soles of your feet will turn orange.
Really?
Yes, and the easy cure is to stop eating, and it goes back to normal. So
that's an easy one.
Exactly, you can't get too much of it. But today we're going to make pumpkin pancakes.
Okay.
So we're going to take a half a cup of regular all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And then we are going to add a quarter cup of whole wheat flour.
Now, why would you not just use whole wheat for the whole thing?
You could, but sometimes I didn't know if the pumpkins were going to be so heavy because I did this recipe on my own, if it would needed to be a little bit lighter. So I'm assuming the white flour would have been a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Okay. With that, we're going to take a teaspoon and a quarter of baking powder.
That gives it a chance to rise up.
Exactly,
right?
since it's so dense, especially.
Okay.
So there's 1 teaspoon, and then we're going to take another quarter.
That's a neat little teaspoon measure.
Yes, because as long as it's dry, you don't have to grab another spoon.
Okay.
And then we're going to take half a teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
We're going to mix all our dry ingredients up together to kind of get mixed, so the leavening agents will be worked in throughout.
Okay.
And then we'll add our wet ingredients.
Okay.
The one thing I forgot to add is the apple pie spice.
Okay.
And so we're going to take a quarter teaspoon of it.
Okay. That's specifically apple pie spice.
Yes, it's actually a mixture of cinnamon and nutmeg.
So if you wanted to make your own, you could?
You could, or you can just simply buy it. It's nothing really added except the spices of the cinnamon and nutmeg mixed together.
Okay.
So you mix that together, and then we're going to add our wet ingredients.
Okay.
Which we should have melted the butter, but we didn't because we were traveling, so we're going to mix it in like this anyway.
Didn't want to bring a microwave with you.
No, it is soft, so it should still be okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our egg. 1 egg.
Okay.
Should have added that last. Excuse me, Julie.
No problem.
And then we're going to add about 3/4 cup of milk.
Okay.
And our pumpkin in with it.
Okay. We've begun to use almond milk at my house.
And
Can you substitute that?
Yes, almond milk's no problem.
Okay.
We're going to get this all mixed up. And remember, it's a pancake batter, so it's not going to be really thin.
Okay.
Because it's going to be kind of thick.
It already, you can smell that apple pie spice, which makes it all the more yummy.
And then we're going to add a half of the can or 1 cup of pumpkin. Just the pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling, but whole pumpkin. This is 100% pumpkin. This is where we're going to get the oranger color. Now you're going to start smelling pumpkin.
How moist that's going to be.
Yes, it is. And I'm not the biggest, I don't have to have pumpkin flavored anything. And we do a handful of chopped pecans.
Okay.
But last night I had my daughter try it, and she was kind of skeptical. And then I found out that she went in and ate some of what we were supposed to show today. So
really?
Yes, she decided
That's
it
a
was
good endorsement.
Yeah, it was good after all. And then at last we're going to add a tablespoon of
syrup.
Maple syrup. Let's try and get that.
Okay, now while you're pouring, let's talk a little bit, because you and I have been discussing before the segment about carbs. People are out there counting their carbs. So if you become a carb counter and you're looking at the ingredients list and the nutrition label, you will find all types of things. So when it comes to, you can get pure maple syrup, which is packed full of carbs.
Right.
Or you can buy the low sugar, which has nothing. Which should you go with? The real?
I'm the type of person that I go real as far as baking. I want to use real butter. Maple syrup's better. And actually, there's something called the Glycemic Index, and it compares food to a slice of bread. It was a study done, I think, in the 70s. So it showed your effect on that specific food compared to a white piece of bread.
Okay.
And carrots have a very high glycemic index. But you have to eat 3 cups of raw carrots to get the same amount of carbs in 1 slice of bread.
Okay.
Well, your jaws are tired by then.
Right.
And maple syrup actually has a lower glycemic index than sugar.
Okay.
So actually you get more flavor and you've got less effect on a blood sugar.
Okay,
so
just
it's
wanted
actually
to clarify
yeah,
that.
it's a little bit of benefit. So you would just put this on a regular hot griddle, and it takes a little bit longer to cook. So I'd say between 350 and 375. Make sure it's hot. It takes just a little bit longer because it is dense.
And then because you're going to already have that nice flavoring in there, you could eat them just dry with some fruit if you wanted.
You could, or my big thing is while I'm making everywhere else's pancakes, I'll go ahead and just put a little butter on it and roll it up and eat it like a tortilla. There is a little bit of sugar in it. And for people who don't want to get up and make pancakes in the morning, but you want something pumpkin or holiday, you can actually take, I think we did about a 1/4 cup of pumpkin, and then we did about twice as much, about a 1/2 cup of the cream cheese, mixed it together, added a little brown sugar to make our own pumpkin cream cheese
for your bagel.
Exactly, to put on your bagel because it's a little bit quicker than pancakes in the morning.
So very clever. So you have all the ingredients for the pancakes at your house anyway. Just go buy the can of pumpkin, get some bagels. Now you're set for the week.
Exactly.
And you can feel good because it's pretty healthy.
Exactly, and it also has a lot of fiber, and fiber is always good for you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, CHI Memorial has so many great resources. They have a diabetes and nutrition center there. So if you're looking for some other great recipes, just give Robin Darling and her staff there a call. They'll be happy to see how they can assist you and perhaps make you an appointment.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. We're back after this.